Hello, everyone. Welcome to Lesson 1, Scarcity in the Science of Economics with Mrs. Dellinger. Before you begin, make sure you have your guided lecture notes available as you will be filling those out during this video. So what is economics? Economics is the behavioral study on how individuals and societies make decisions about the ways to use scarce resources to fulfill our unlimited wants and needs. Economics is considered to be a social science because we're studying the behavior on how people make decisions. Economics is based in decision-making processes. It's not just about money, but how people make decisions based on resources. The typical resource that we hear with economics is money, but not the only one. So let's go through an example together. You have $20 left. What do? Your resource that you're using is the $20. And the choices available are going to the movies, a football game, or pizza. What would you do? The correct answer is anything that you wanted to out of those things using the resource that's available to you. Everyone's going to have a different answer on what they'd rather do, such as I may want pizza and go to the movies, whereas you might want to go to the football game. So as you can tell, economics is all about choices. The reason why we have choices is because we have scarce resources. When you have scarce resources, you need to make a choice about where those resources should go. Because of scarcity, we have economics. So you need to remember the most important word in economics is scarcity. Since we have unlimited wants and limited resources, we need to realize the difference between a need and a want. I may need water to survive. I may want my special coffee. I need food to survive. I may want to eat a pizza. Goods versus services are also important to know. A good is a tangible product that you purchase, whereas a service is something that someone does for you, like visiting the doctor. People's needs and wants are endless, but resources are not. So this creates our favorite word, scarcity. Scarcity does not mean shortage. Shortage is when consumers want more than producers are willing to produce, and we'll learn more about that later. Scarcity means there's not enough resources, goods, or services available to supply everyone's needs and wants. That makes scarcity the fundamental economic problem. And it is faced by all societies. It doesn't matter what type of society you have, you will face scarcity. One of the most important questions of the semester and of this unit is, what is the fundamental economic problem? And of course, we know the answer. It's scarcity. Now, a lot of people get the word value and wealth confused. Value. A product's value depends on both its utility and its scarcity, whereas wealth is an accumulation of tangible products. A tangible product is something you can hold or touch. Goods count towards wealth, while as services do not. There are three basic economic questions that every society and/or company need to answer. They are our what, our how, and our for whom questions. What goods and services should be produced? Such as, are you going to build a building or are you going to build a car? How should these goods be produced? Are you going to be building them in the United States, outside the United States, in a factory? Who are you going to hire? Who will consume the goods and services that are being produced? Is your target market low income, mid income, or high income? Those are all choices that you need to make. Now, when I talk about low, mid, and high income, I'm talking about companies like Chrysler Town & Country and Dodge Caravan, which are owned by the same corporation. They are the same vehicle with just some different bells and whistles and nameplates. But the Chrysler Town & Country originally was originated for the upper middle class, where the Dodge Caravan was originally intended for the lower middle class. Just remember, the three basic economic questions are the what, the how, and the for whom. Now remember, I said that economics was a social science. There is a scientific method for economics, as it is a science-type course. It's just a behavioral science course. This is sometimes referred to as the scope of economics. In economics, we have 4 parts of our scientific method. Number 1, we describe. Number 2, we analyze. Number 3, we explain. And number 4, we predict. Just like a meteorologist with the weather. Congratulations, you are done with lesson 1. Make sure that your notes are completed and turn them in. Next, you should move on to a should do, which is vocabulary 1 or guided reading 1, or your circular flow model must do, or even your aspire to do case study over drought and scarcity. If you have any questions or need any help, please join me at the Teacher's Nest.